And a good morning for Morning Coffee with Marcaida on this Monday. So, talking about the monkeys in our heads. You've heard that term probably, quieting that monkey mind. Everybody's got thoughts that are going in their head constantly, and some are good, some are bad, some are just downright agitating, irritating. So, for me, it was more like the idea of how is it that this little friend of mine there likes to grab on and be very mischievous with my thoughts. He grabs onto something that he knows is going to bother me, and he'll come up with so many scenarios just so that it messes with me for the whole day. So, to cut to the chase, think about it right now. Think about someone you've wronged, or someone that you've done something, possibly not the best thing right now. Well, that someone is possibly thinking that you meant it in a certain way, or that right now you're planning their demise, or you're planning to this covert secret thing that's going to happen to them, or you're going to let the air out in their tires, or you were mean for this particular reason, or you were all these other things. Is it happening? Because you're right there, I'm right here. If I wronged somebody back then, I'm doing all this to them. I'm actually not, right? Same thing if you're thinking about somebody who's wronged you. You see, the idea is that sometimes we take things too personally, that our own minds start to think that the world revolves around us. Remember, everything is from our first point of view. Everything is in our own head. What's happening to me is personal to me, not necessarily everybody else. So the monkey mind seems to want to grab onto something that had happened, for example, and I take it personally because he's saying, this person meant this. This person meant that. He gave me like 10 different reasons to be so angry to that person. And then he's telling me 10 different ways that that person probably is thinking about me. Doesn't exist. It's all in my head. So you have to think about that when you get yourself all worked up. Who's really working up? That person pissed you off. No, you pissed yourself off. That little monkey mind in your head created some scenarios that are only in there. Some person saying, don't hold on to the grudge because you're giving that person you're holding a grudge to free rent in your mind. You're in control. Nobody revolves around you. The world does not revolve around you. So think about that. Most of the time, it's what we assign meaning to what has happened to us. So, some of the gameplay that I do, I give the monkey a friend. Yep. Give him somebody to play with up there. So when he comes up with something negative, come up with something totally positive. For example, a particular friend of mine that we pretty much ended our friendship, and sometimes the monkey comes in and throws these ideas at me, right? I'll stop for a second and I'll think of the good times I had with that friend. I'm going to think about the good times and the laughter I've got with that person. And you know what? It balances out inside me. Maybe not in reality because I just have nothing else to do with them, but inside because I'm the one who brought it up. I'm the one who brought it up and made myself agitated by it. So I'm going to fix it myself too. Put the player in there and then all of a sudden now I'm thinking of the times we had good times. Or what if it's somebody who just pissed you off and you really don't have a history with them? Then I'll make up a history about good times I had with that person too, or funny bits. Not real? Well, so is the idea that you're thinking they're thinking about you that way. It's not real as well. It's all in your head. So these are the gameplays that I do to stay focused and to stop myself from putting these negative thoughts in my head. And the monkey mind that's always there making a lot of noise, always trying to create issues within myself. And that's one of the games that I do. They're playing games. If you play your own personal mind games, come up with new games, focus on the positive, and have one. Just a simple thought for the day. Start out the week. I'm sure there's a lot of things that happens out there, and try not to take it personally. Put yourself in that situation where maybe if somebody walks up to you and goes, you're a jerk, you're a dumbass. Wow, really? Well, dear kind sir, number one, I am not a dumbass. You have not seen my SAT scores. So you're thinking about a dumbass for this one particular moment, but not necessarily the whole picture of me. Well, you're a jerk, you're unkind. Not true. You've not met my fish. I feed them every day. And the cats that I groom them and everything. I'm really a kind and nice person. You don't know that. But this particular instances here, maybe you feel that way. It's not personal because they don't know you. They don't know the complete you. Don't take offense to a situation that happened here and now. It's not necessarily all about you. And it's also based on your belief systems. Maybe if you got into an argument, it goes, well, I was insulted by that because in my culture, that's an insult. But that's your own personal belief that you put a meaning to and got insulted by it, to them, they're not even aware of that. I didn't even know that kind of thing is supposed to piss people off, or it's not there. So don't take it personally, because not everybody knows who you are. Not everybody knows exactly what you're all about, or what your expectations or standards are. So be kind, be compassionate, think of others before you think of yourself. And if you want to be kind to yourself and kind to others, the golden rule. Doug Marcaida here, Morning Cup of Joe. Y'all start and have a good Monday for the great week. Take care.